Hello everyone, I'm Kristen and I'll be giving my speech today on how money can't buy love. I'm sure we've all asked ourselves at one point or another, what exactly is love? Well, love can be experienced in many ways, and depending upon who you ask, the definition may vary. In those cases, traditionally we would turn to a dictionary. So we turned to the Merriam-Webster dictionary in this case, which defined love as both a noun as well as a verb. When it is used as a noun, it's used to describe a strong affection for someone, much like a mother having love for their child. When it's used as a verb, it's used to describe an active desire for someone, much like being in love, if you will. On the other hand, love can also be looked at from a scientific aspect regarding chemical reactions. For example, researchers at the University of California, San Francisco conducted a study on those chemical reactions. And for example, they found oxytocin being released and that it actually was associated with the ability to maintain healthy interpersonal relationships as well as healthy psychological boundaries. They also linked the release of oxytocin when a mother and child are bonding. So with that being said, money can't buy those types of things. It can't buy, the reaction that you get, the feelings that you feel. It can certainly, buy all the food in the world, but it can't buy you an appetite. It can buy the company of many people, but it can't buy them sticking by your side through thick and thin. It can even buy trendy, popular clothes, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be liked any more than you would be without them. Money can even buy you the most beautiful ring for the perfect person, but it's not always going to get you a yes in the end. Let's take religion, for example, since love and religion to many are viewed on the same level. For example, author Aaron Ben-Zeev of Psychology Today touches on that comparison in an article titled "In the Name of Love." In the article, he says, they both dictate basic beliefs, demand fundamental moral standards, and bestow high moral status upon their objects, essentially stating that both love and religion are sacred and should not be compromised. Love, much like religion, is also found all over the world, even in the poorest of places. One woman tells her story in the article "For Love or Money." The author Lucy Kalin essentially uses her own personal experiences to go ahead and shed light on how love exists even without money. Her story brings her back to when she was younger, still dating her then boyfriend, now husband, and all of her friends were settling down, buying houses with their fiancés and husbands. Meanwhile, she was scrounging up money for dinner each night. So fast forward to now, she's still happily married, happily and in love. This can also be supported by one of the many studies that were done on married couples as well as money. For example, Brigham Young University and Williams-Patterson University surveyed 1,700 married couples. The study essentially found that couples in which one or both partners placed a high priority on money, both getting and spending, were actually less likely to have a satisfying and stable marriage versus those who didn't place a priority on it. On the other hand, another woman gives her own personal story and discusses how she knowingly married for money. She later admits that over time she realized that she wasn't happy, and despite all the money that she had at her disposal, she still wanted to leave. So with all of the before mentioned points, money definitely cannot buy love. It can certainly buy all of the things to express your love, but it can't promise love or even longevity. I'll even use myself as an example. I live with my girlfriend of 5 years in a 3-story apartment building in kind of a sketchy part of town. We share a car, we get by month to month, but one thing we have every day is love. And for anybody out there that were bought by love, or that want to buy love, just remember the vows. And I don't and can't guarantee that money will be able to buy you someone who will truly be there through the poorer stages of your vows. Thank you.